Hi, I'm Sarah Wheeler, and thank you for coming to my channel on TikTok and YouTube. And I'm really grateful for your likes and follows. It means an awful lot to me. And I just wanted to give you an independent view from my point of view in the work that I do about the effect of the change from Capricorn by Pluto into Aquarius this weekend, and how it's going to affect all of us. Aquarius is very much about having freedom, because it's an air sign and we can blow with the wind and go wherever we like. And to that extent, Aquarius likes to push boundaries. However, I'm very much of the opinion that when you're a free spirit, such as I am, you have to know where the boundary is, where the barbed wire is, because otherwise you get into terrible trouble if you go past that boundary. And there's no good making a mess of your life and upsetting yourself because you haven't understood the rules. And Pluto sits in the background, a bit like the strict teacher, going, no, 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 you haven't learned, you haven't understood. So here comes another lesson. My work very much entails helping everybody understand where they need to learn lessons, what they need to do and how they need to change it. And then I motivate and facilitate people in it and enable them to go forwards to get whatever success they need at that point in time. So Aquarius is great, it's wonderful, and it's going to bring an awful lot of freedom to us. A lot of people in my world are pinning their hopes on AI, which is going to be really, really good. But we have also heard from the big authorities such as Elon Musk that AI needs to also be controlled, which it does, because we've got Pluto sat in the background and AI could take over and AI could go slightly loony on every front and start giving us all the wrong information. So I always say that AI is only as good as the information that we all put in there. So we must be careful with what we put in and what we want out from it. But also for us on our own journeys, the next 20 years, which is what's going to be affected by Pluto sat in the back of Aquarius, is that we need freedom. And yes, we do need freedom, but we need to understand that freedom comes with rules. And the rule is this: your plan. If you don't make a plan, then you're going to fail. And you're going to be learning an awful lot of lessons over the next 20 years. Personally, I know which route I'm going to make, and I've already made my plan for the next 20 plus years. And that's my last chunk of my life, so that takes me into my early 80s. And I'm sure there's many of you who are only just starting out, so that's going to take you maybe up to your late 30s, early 40s, or otherwise your 40s, up to your 60s. You get the drift. So my advice to you, all of you, is, and it doesn't matter whether you're a stuck sign, whether you're a freedom sign, however you roll, make your plan of how you would like your relationships over the next 20 years. Make your plan how you would like your money over the next 20 years. Make your plan about where you'd like to live, how you'd like to work. Whatever it is, give yourself an outcome, an outline about how you would like to be over the next 20 years, so you've got some idea. We've all floated through the last 20 years not really knowing where we're going and hitting our heads against a brick wall, because that's what Capricorn was all about, and it's stubborn. But this is much more freedom loving, but we need to guide ourselves with a plan, otherwise we will get into trouble. So get a pen and paper once you've heard this video, and write down your concept, just even as a guideline, a vague outline of what you would like from your relationships, what you would like from your work, how you see your money, how you see where you're going to live, how you want to live. Whatever it is, write everything down. If you can make it as detailed as possible, then that gives you an even better plan. And the more you plan, the less you fail. And allow yourselves to move forwards in the right way without having to take boxes of Vanadin for the headaches that you cause yourself. My work is very much centered on helping people to change their lives. And I love doing what I do. And I'm trying to make the process as easy as possible. So all my clients of late, I've said to them, if you haven't made a plan, make one, so you know exactly which direction you're going in. And even one client last night who I saw, his daughter had already told him what to do. And he's like, oh, but I don't want to take advice from my daughter because it doesn't sound right. But actually, I told him everything that she'd already said. So if people are already telling you what they think, Maybe listen to it. Does it resonate inside you? Is it the right thing for you to take on board? If it isn't, just ditch the idea. If you need more guidance, you know where I am. My contact details are on my pages. And, you know, I'm quite happy to help you. But we're all able and we all know exactly what direction we want to go in. But if we think it, we lose sight of what we want to do. But if we write something down, that changes everything, because when we write something, we touch it, we feel it, we see it, then we understand it. Don't just rely on your brain. Allow yourself to write something. You can't lie to yourself when you write something down. You engage the heart, so you get the empathetic side of you, you get your subconscious side of you, giving you stuff that maybe you've not even entertained. And then you see it, and then while you're seeing it, you're chatting away to yourself, so you get your auditory connections going in there, and then you get into the brain, which is your logical part, and then your logical part will understand. But if you just try and think this concept, you're doomed to fail, because your brain will give you whatever answer it wants to give you. It's a lottery up there. You've got a million pathways. So help yourselves, make your plans, write them down, give yourself some kind of guidance, and that will set yourself in stone for the next 20 years. And just always remember, you can swap your plan up a little bit, you can remove things that you don't like, you can change it as you go along, but you've got it as a guide. So always know what you're getting into. And if you elect to go down a certain path where you know there's pitfalls, understand your motives as to why you're doing it and what the outcome is really going to be for you. And then you can't go too far wrong. And if you've got some wild and wonderful dreams, do you know what? Try and fulfill them, but keep your plan in place so that you can get there. Go step by step and everything will be okay for you. We're definitely starting a much, much better time than we've had over the last, particularly this last year, which was just a gruesome year for everybody. Mega highs, mega lows, and as soon as you made a mega high, you were flat on your face again. It didn't finish off well for most people. And I'm glad we're into this new phase, but we've had a little bit of a muddle through this part of January, these last 20 days of January, just clearing the debris. Allow yourself to move forwards, allow yourself to embrace new changes that are coming forwards for every single one of us. Do not be frightened of change, embrace everything. And it's like sitting at the top of the biggest slide ever, but you know what? Just take in a deep breath, and once you go down, everything will be fine. My normal weekly videos will follow this one, and I wish you well. And again, thank you very much for your lovely follows. I really do appreciate it. Take care.